sacrifices, and so on, along with their various subsidiary functions, are not properly carried out, even by the most expert embodied souls. But we do have to perform sacrifice for Vishnu, or Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yagyartat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartam karma konteya mukta sangha samachara. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Bhagavad-gita 3:9. The sacrifice for this age of Kali Yuga is the chanting process of Sankirtan. Srila Jiva Goswami has also cited the Chaturmasya Mahatmya of the Skanda Purana concerning the necessity of chanting the holy names of the Lord in this age. Tata chaivotamam loke tapa Sri Hari Kirtanam kalau yuge visheshena Vishnu priyatyai samacharet. In this way, the most perfect penance to be executed in this world is the chanting of the name of Lord Sri Hari. Especially in the age of Kali, one can satisfy the Supreme Lord Vishnu by performing Sankirtan, chanting. So the problem is, nobody is following these Vedic formulas or directions for self-realization. They're all doing their own thing, taking their own interpretation and doing whatever they like. But it is not possible to perform yogic meditation or Vedic sacrifices to the demigods in this age. They will not be effective because they are prohibited by Vedic injunction, as quoted above. Therefore, the Vedic injunction for the age of Kali is Kṛṣṇa varnam tvisa Kṛṣṇam sango pagastra parshadam yagyai sankirtanair prayar yajantihi sumedasaha. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the names of Kṛṣṇa. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Kṛṣṇa himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.32. So what does this mean? Kṛṣṇa varnam trisa Kṛṣṇam. He is Kṛṣṇa, but not blackish. This means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Kṛṣṇa himself, but his complexion is akṛṣṇa, not blackish. Kṛṣṇa varnam tvisa. Tvisa means complexion. Akṛṣṇa means yellowish or golden. Sango pangastra parshadam, and he's accompanied by his associates, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Srivas, and all his other devotees. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Yuga avatar, the worshipable deity in this age of Kali. And what is his process of worship? Yagyai sankirtana prayar yajanti hi sumedasaha. This Sankirtan Jagya, this chanting of the holy names, as we are performing and advising others in this series on the esoteric teaching, is the perfect performance of yajna in this age, and it will be taken up by those who are sufficiently intelligent. Therefore, this chanting process is the only prescribed Vedic yajna in this age. Sometimes in India, or in so-called yoga societies, they perform so-called yajnas for collecting some money. But it cannot be successful because the Vedic scriptures do not recommend this type of yajna in Kali Yuga. Ashvamedham gavamedham sanyasam palapaikritam deva rena sutotpatim kalau pancha vivarjayet. In this age of Kali, 5 religious processes are forbidden. The offering of a horse in sacrifice, the offering of a cow in sacrifice, the accepting of the order of sannyas, the offering of oblations of flesh to the forefathers, and a man begetting children in his brother's wife. Brahma Vaivarta Purana, Krishna Janmakanda 185-180. So there is no yajna in this age. The The only yajna is to chant the mantra of the holy name and dance in ecstasy. This is the only bona fide Vedic yajna, or sacrifice, in Kali Yuga. In this Kali Yuga, people are so much disturbed. Therefore, Kṛṣṇa has come in the form of his name, Vasudev, or Hare Kṛṣṇa. And because Kṛṣṇa is absolute, there is no difference between his name and himself. Abhinatvam nama naminaho. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord himself are always identical. Nama chintamani Kṛṣṇa chaitanya rasa vigraha purna shuddho nitya mukta. His holy name is full. As Kṛṣṇa is full and complete, similarly Kṛṣṇa's name is also full and complete. Shuddha, it is not material. Purna shuddha nitya, full, complete, and eternal. As Kṛṣṇa is eternal, his name is also eternal. Purna shuddha nitya mukta. There is no material conception in chanting the holy name of the Lord, and it gives eternal liberation. So in this age of Kali Yuga, we cannot be happy materially. Rajyam suranam api cadhipatyam. As Arjuna says, even if we get the kingdom of the demigods, asapatnam, without any rival, still we cannot be happy so long as we have got the material conception of life, the material ontology, the material consciousness. It's not possible. This is explained in this verse. But chanting of the holy name of the Lord, as exemplified by the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, is the cure for all material miseries. So someone may say, all right, well, I can accept that Kṛṣṇa's name has a similar quality to Kṛṣṇa himself. How is it that chanting this name gives freedom from the material miseries? The material miseries are going to be there whether we chant or not. Well, that's a fact. The material miseries are always there, especially when we're in material consciousness. But when we chant the name of Kṛṣṇa, first of all, we are making a commitment to the transcendental ontology. We're changing our consciousness. How do we change our consciousness? Well, the mind is full of impressions called samskaras. When our impressions are only of the material given to us by the material senses, then our impressions capture us in the material ontology. We're stuck in the material consciousness. And in that ontological world, there's no way out. We're stuck in the material world life after life. This gives rise to an intense feeling of alienation because we're not material beings, we're spiritual beings. And our real happiness is also spiritual. So when we chant the name of Kṛṣṇa, we're putting ourselves on the spiritual platform, the spiritual ontology, and we're calling out to Kṛṣṇa. And when we do this, we fill our mind with thousands of impressions of Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa's name, Kṛṣṇa's form, Kṛṣṇa's pastimes, Kṛṣṇa's qualities, and so on and so forth. And by this cultivation of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, we transform our ontology from the material ontology to the spiritual ontology. And therefore, we transform our consciousness as well. By purifying our consciousness, we become aware of the spiritual world, and we also become aware of our eternal relationship with Kṛṣṇa. And therefore, we are able to get out of the consciousness of this material body and revive the consciousness of our perfect spiritual body. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of My Perfect Body. This is David Hughes, your host, reminding you to visit us on the web at esotericteaching.org, where you can purchase the complete Esoteric Teaching Introductory Seminar DVD and many CDs of transcendental music and mantras.